Dun BZ, Dun BZ, Dun BZ, the BZ TV. What's up, Boss Tweezy? It's your boy, Dun BZ, and I'm coming to you here live from the Steezy. And I'm back at it again with another episode of Roller Skating with Dun BZ because the roller skating drama series has ended. A couple of weeks ago, Zelda came in and she was like, bruh, Wody, Wody, could you talk about roller skating history? Could you talk about roller skating history? And I really felt her because I have just been on a kick and I was in the middle of talking about why roller derby so white. And I'm like, bruh, it's been weeks and weeks of this. Weeks upon weeks of covering casual racism in roller skating. We get it. We get it, bro. We get it. I ain't said like that, but even me, I'm like, all right, bro. It get to a point where I'm sitting at the house, I'm just like, okay, how many times do you got to talk about one of the most popular Rydell skating boots and talking about everything that went wrong with it before you hit that blacklist? I'm thinking about my YOLO year. I'm thinking about my YOLO year, and I'm like, bruh, I don't think you need to worry about catching that sponsorship. I'm gonna stop. I'm at least gonna get that message, bruh. Chill out. They gonna bring me into that back room, look me in the eye, be like, chill out. The people need to know. The people need to know. Somebody got to keep it real. Somebody got to cover the news and roller skating. Somebody got to do it. Dumb TV. That's why I'm back at it again. As you see today, I'm repping that Prodigy. I'm repping that Prodigy today. What did he say? The reason why I'm repping that Prodigy today is because after I finish talking about what wheels I would use to skate where, I'm going to run down some snapping videos. I want to react to some of my favorite snappers and shout out all my favorite snappers and roll it into a YouTube video, get up on out of here. But honestly, oh man, I cannot make a video talking about snappers and not get to the place. Oh, there it go, boy. There it go. I'm finna say, is the Temple Hill Skate Palace website still up? Nope. That's on Rank History. Oh, wow. It's taking me back. There used to be a banquet hall in there. The thing about Temple Hill Skate Palace that I feel like I wish I had appreciated Temple Hill Skate Palace more when it was here. I really wish I had appreciated Temple Hill Skate Palace more when it was here. Because it was a beautiful rink. Temple Hill Skate Palace was a beautiful rink. And this isn't a dig at anything that's come after Temple Hill Skate Palace. Something I will say about Isaiah Skate 58, the Isaiah Skate 58 floor is better than any floor I have seen in the Temple Hill Skate Palace throughout my entire time skating there, from when it was Crystals, from when it was Skate Matrix. The current Isaiah Skate 58 floor is pro. Let me show you. Let me show y'all some examples. Let me show y'all what I'm working with just to drive this one home. I'm just the floor. Like, this is when the floor was redone. The floor was okay redone. This is probably like the best of the best looking Temple Hill skate floor. It was on the picture. I got to come in. But y'all see this patch here? There's a patch there. There's a patch there. There's a patch up there. Oh my God. The mirror. I miss this mirror so much. I miss this mirror so much. I practiced and I got the first part of my dancing on skates down in front of that mirror. I would stand on the top part of the floor and I would just dance and look at myself in the mirror for hours. I remember when I came into Skate Matrix, I'm like, where's the mirror? No, it wasn't Skate Matrix. It was, what was that joint called? Something about skating. It wasn't Skate Matrix. Oh man, I can't even keep up with all the changes. This this is DJ Prodigy saying it'll always be crystals in me. Cause he unk now. See, look, I'm on a tangent right now. Thinking about that. Thinking about that mirror. Something else that they do at Isaiah Skate 58, the police are always there. They have a very strong relationship with the local police, as well as a serious security unit that's always on hand. Yeah, what's up, Brianna? So, oh, it's right here. Let's go back to my rink background, though. I'm on a tangent because it's time to set up the rink background for today. I remember after I was the dean of a line in college. So the probate was that day. The probate was that day. And that night there was a HUSA, that's the government body of Howard, party at the skating rink. Man, I was in that joint making a name for myself. Because the thing is, especially for me, I was like, man, I've been in here making a name for myself. So today, while I'm talking about snapping, when I get into talking about snapping, Iota Phi Theta. The funny part about Iota Phi Theta, this is the spring 24, 9.3K views. Boy, Will Murray. 12K Centaur Walk, 4.1K, 1.2K. A Debate at 8.4K. Atlanta Greek Picnic, Stroll, 22K. So our biggest view so far is 22K. Iota Phi Theta 2012. 40K views. That's me. That's your boy. That's me in the back. You can't see me. 12 years from now, you'll be standing in my position telling the others, wow. Tell me why the young boys from my line, from the line that just dropped, they brought this line up. They brought this line up here. I remember being there ready to go. I was ready to go. And then I thought I would never forget it. He was like, this is set. And 12 years from now, you'll be standing in my position. Be standing in my position, telling the other people the same. All right, let's get it. But you can't tell them that you did it unless you do it. You can't tell them. You can't tell them. You can't tell them to do it unless you did it. And that day I made a name for myself. That was my probate. The day that we went to Temple Hills, it was the next year, and I was the dean. That was the day I made a name for myself. And then I made a name for myself again. Oh, do you know how long I've been waiting for this? Oh, I'm gonna make a name for myself. I'm on a tangent. I am on a tangent. I done made so many names for myself, I really forgot about that. I'm like, I really forgot. Anyway, so let's talk about roller skate wheels. I wanted to come in and talk about roller skate wheels, and I wanted to drop this video because I get a lot of questions about it. So when choosing roller skate wheels, I want to break it down into two categories. Choosing roller skate wheels for the surface that you're going to skate on, And then I also want to break down choosing roller skate wheels depending on the type of skating that you want to do. Because in the rhythm skating community, there's different styles, and different styles perform different moves. Well, that's a little bit different than just general dancing on skates. Because if you're generally dancing on skates, you want to do a little bit of this, you want to do a little bit of that. It doesn't quite matter as much what wheels you get, as long as you get wheels that are good for where you're going to skate. So I want to start off by talking about what wheels I would get to skate in different situations and in different places. And then I want to go down and go across the rhythm skating map and talk about what wheels I would get for each style. So let's get it in. Step number one, you got to figure out where you are going to skate. You got to figure out where you're going to skate. Me, I'm a little bit like Bronny James. Y'all might have been in here the last time I talked about it, but if you didn't know, Bronny James does not travel with his team. He doesn't travel with his G League team because he doesn't want to fly commercial. Bronny James cannot fly commercial. He doesn't play away games because he cannot travel commercial. And by traveling commercial, for me, I only roller skate on smooth ground. For a long time, I only roller skated in the rink. I eventually got to the point where I started skating outside of the rink because I was living in China and I noticed that I couldn't get to the rink often. Even when I wanted to skate, even though I wanted to train, even though it was my life, watashi no raison d'etre, I could not logistically go to the rink because the rink was about 45 minutes on the train away. And then after that 45 minutes on the train, it was like 15, 20 minutes of walking. All with my skates, all with the check-ins, jump-ins, jump-outs on the train. It was a lot for me to get skating. So what I could do, I could skate around the corner from my house every single day. And if I found concrete that was smooth enough, I could skate. So instead of looking for actual traditional in the ring hardwood skating, I transitioned to smooth concrete. And to this day, I skate on smooth concrete. However, in the modern age, a lot of roller skaters are skating outside. They're skating outside in absolutely scuffed spots, especially since the pandemic occurred, especially since the shutdowns occurred. People have been skating wherever they can, and it's actually more popular for skaters to skate in wherever they see these days. There's a lot more skating up and downhill. There's a lot more street skating. And the thing about street skating, you cannot always decide where you're going to skate. So for me, I always suggest traveling to a spot and then skating in that spot. I like to set up a rink environment, and that's what I like to do. So, boom. I want to start off by talking about what hardness is and how wheel hardness affects which wheels you use in different places. If you're skating indoors, like at a traditional rink, or you're roller skating outdoors, nope. Or if you're skating, it's not here. Nope. Nope. Oh man. I have almost enough picture backgrounds to do this while I'm talking. I'm gonna keep on going. Or if you're skating outdoors somewhere with like smooth concrete, like at Venice Beach or a tennis court, and even places like Anacostia Skate Park, skating pavilion. If you're skating indoors at a traditional rink, or if you're skating outdoors at a skating area like Venice Beach, Anacostia, or a tennis court, all of these places are hard wheels okay. They have very smooth grounds, and because the ground is so hard and so smooth, and there aren't a lot of obstacles there, it is okay to use your hard wheels. For a time, I thought that tennis courts were a soft wheel place, but I looked it up and I noticed that tennis courts are okay for hard wheels, so I've been using my hard wheels. If you are in a traditional outdoor skating area, it is a soft wheel area. So quick stop before I keep going. Skate parks are another place where I wasn't completely sure what type of wheels I should use. And after doing some research, skate parks are a hard wheel area. They have very smooth concrete, and soft wheels bend as you move and skate on them. If you're using your soft wheels at the skate park, they could bend and catch on the coping easier. So people suggest that you use hard wheels at the skate park as well. Next, let's talk about where we're going to use our outdoor wheels. If you are outside and the ground is rough, you need to use your soft wheels. Soft wheels are anything from a 96A and down. I usually like to think about it like a 96A to 78A. In addition to using softer wheels, I like to use larger wheels. If your wheels are under about 50 millimeters, your plates are going to scratch against the ground if you skate on uneven ground. So if you have like the 42 millimeter radars, there's a chance that your plate's gonna regularly scratch on the ground unless you're picking your feet up. You can't just roll off of a curb. So in addition to using softer wheels outside, I like to use wider wheels. Because inside the rink, there's less friction. So when you push off the ground, you're not getting caught on the ground and you're not slowing down as fast because there's less friction. That means that if you're using smaller wheels outside, it's going to be a super duper press. That's why you don't see a lot of people on quad skates trying to skate around with inline skaters outside. Like the We Are Skate DC people, I would never try to keep up with them with my quad skates because I have such small wheels. And my outdoor wheels are super small. And I'm not going to be able to keep up with them. So, boom. Those are the basics of inside versus outside. The rougher the ground is outside, the softer the wheels you should get. When I was skating in Bangkok and in Phuket, Thailand, I used to skate on 78A wheels. For a time, I tried to skate on my 96A backspin wheels. So they're wider and they're also a little soft. But I noticed that when I was rolling over obstacles, it was super duper hard on my feet. When I switched to those 78A wheels, it was so buttery smooth. It was always so buttery smooth. That's why I swear by the 78A if it's going to be super duper rough outside. The Bronny James. Shouts out to everybody that subscribed. I just hit 14,600. I wanted to come and I wanted to pull this up. 15
so
minutes.
It is
oh my God.
real.
Look at the intense face.
Skating 18 kilometers or 10 miles through the streets of Bangkok. I'm pretty sure that's like a half marathon. Well, these just ain't no regular streets where everything's smooth and people.
Introduce.
I really skated 18 kilometers that day. It was suppressed. Oh man. I'm smiling and stuff right now. And I'm talking about this. I have one of the most selective memories. Like my girlfriend used to say it all the time. She would say that I have a selective memory. I repress traumatic experiences regularly. If it was really oppressed for me, I will repress it. I repressed this day. I repressed this. It's coming back to me right now. I could see every single street. I could see every single decision that I made. This was a press.
Ain't nothing else to say. Ain't nothing else left to it but to do it. Pray for me. I guess you won't see this until afterwards, so you can't pray.
So I'm a little bit
Y'all
down
see
the
them
road.
vanilla
It says
skates,
about an
bro?
hour and 30 minutes to get there. The sidewalk's kind of turning over, and I'm gonna be skating on Rama 4. Rama is the name of the king of Thailand. They like take it, they keep on taking the name. And right now we're on Rama 10.
You
so
cannot
Rama 4,
pray. I needed prayers. I skated all the way there. I can barely remember where I was going. I can barely remember it. All I can remember is skating there. I didn't do anything in any of these places. I just skated there. Look at this ground.
is likely
These
to
are
be
the
a
purple
nicer
wheels I
road,
was talking
so hopefully
about.
I could keep this, and then it'll be a lot
Look at them
easier.
torn up
Little
gloves.
bombs like this are scary because you see down there.
That dude is
I
like,
can't
what?
really, do
Look at
much
his
with it now.
face. He's like, what? It's like, where is he going to? What is he doing?
Down there. So it's like, it'd be smarter if I could find a little piece in the traffic, like right now. So as this car passing, roll, do a little curve, jump in the street, and then mash out.
I need one of them
So
360
a bike can
sticks.
drive around me, but like cars can't. So that's why I like to skate against traffic. So I can find little opportunities to jump in the
I
street.
was playing
and then
chicken
jump
with
out when I need to.
cars.
Gotta mash out, gotta play the street.
You're doing something like this, and you're straight up going out, you're skating across jagged grounds, and you don't know what's coming up next. 78A. 78A. And remember, do not try any of the stuff that I do at home. Do not do it, bruh. Do not try this at home. Do not try that. Do not leave the house and do that. Like, it was so hard I repressed the memory. Like, it was so hard I repressed the memory. Oh my God, I was so sore. I was so sore. My feet hurt, my ankles hurt. I was dead tired. And the hardest part, I got home and I just edited the video. That was all I did. Like, I would get home. I was shooting 7 videos in 7 days in Bangkok. And even remembering that, oh yeah, I had a party in Bangkok. I got invited to an event in Bangkok and I made it a week and I said I was going to record a video every day. All of those videos went trash bag. Trash bag. I had fun though. Anyway, now let's talk about different rhythm skating styles. The thing about rhythm skating styles, rhythm skating is meant to be done in the rink. I don't even like to use the term rhythm skating. Reggie's going to yell at me for saying rhythm skating. He's going to yell at me for making a rhythm skating page. He's going to yell at me for becoming the rhythm skating guy. He's going to yell at me. My OGs are going to yell at me. Because people inside of the community that people dedicate as rhythm skating, nobody calls themselves a rhythm skater. Nobody calls themselves a rhythm skater. The people who will call themselves a rhythm skater are people who are like dance skaters, people who come from the multicultural roller skating community, who adopted the styles as they got a little bit older. But people who grow up skating these styles, they don't call themselves rhythm skaters. You Snapper, you JB, you Atlanta style, you Detroit, but you're not a rhythm skater. So in the community that people would call rhythm skating, it is done inside of the ring. Rhythm skating is performed inside of the ring. And in fact, you cannot separate rhythm skating from the ring. I want to make that very clear. Doing these moves don't work outside the ring. None of the moves, none of the styles work outside of the ring. Yes, you can do JB routines, skating straight down a line outside, but there's no corner. The rink becomes the canvas. There's edges on the canvas, and by playing the canvas, by making decisions with how we're going to work inside of the constraints of the rink, rhythm skaters create a special part of the art. For example, let's think about ATL style for a second. Let's see if I'm going to be the first one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at that boy. What happened to that boy? What happened to that boy?
Look for me.
This is one of the most fundamental examples. The staff. It should be the staff. How do I staff?
Basically, you gotta find a cadence in the music. When you hear the cadence in the music, you want to mimic that so that you can start your staff. Hear that drop beat, or that front. You hear the drop beat, or you hear some type of drum set going off in the music, so you can find your cadence. Once you find your cadence, then you should play right off of that.
What's the perfect song to stab to?
I mean, hear the music come on, you're gonna glide.
Let's watch them. Let's watch us come around the corner.
step, cross, dab, step, cross, dab, step, cross,
Look how we change in the corner. The corner comes,
cross,
clap,
dab, step, cross, and
clap,
continue.
and you gotta hang it.
Now, one thing I didn't show you is, as you're going into a turn, like in the skating rink, after the straightaway,
Hang. You see them hanging? You see them hanging?
as you're going into a turn, like in the skating rink, after the
Hang. Hang. Because if you stab over while you're coming around the corner, you're going to come into the middle of the rink. If you try to come into the rink when you're doing this motion and everybody's skating in a line, it's going to cause a collision. Like that. It's going to be like, boom. But if you hang, it gives you an opportunity to skate all the way around, and it allows you to stay on that outside of the ring, like it's here. It's the same thing with JB skating. A lot of JB moves, like four corners, they start from the crossover. Why are you crossing over? Because you're crossing over as you're coming out of the turn. A lot of moves that people do inside of the rink and a lot of routines that people do, they don't make sense outside. Like imagine you skating outside. You and your friends are skating outside. Who is recording this? And why would you record the splits on the side where people are coming around and getting speed? I didn't need to criticize them like that. I could have said, I didn't choose the right video. Somebody, auntie or uncle. Okay. Call them the Nutcrackers. Stand the man. I can't even find the video. Let's find a split. I want to find a split, and I really want to think about this for a second. Stuff like this, even stuff like this, is not a complete split. That's not a straight up split, but being inside of the rink on the slick floor gives you an opportunity to make this slide.
Linwood's very own. Let's go.
The funny part is, I realized a mistake I've been making on string. I almost typed in Temple Hills. Instead of trying to find it on YouTube, I should go to Instagram. Imagine doing that outside. Look at the back of her clothes. Look at what they wearing. Imagine being outside on the concrete. Blow. Wow. In they leather pants Wow, rolling. They ain't got a single hole in their shirt. Imagine being outside on the concrete, rolling over on your back. Look at that. Look at that. She ain't even got pants on. Hole in your stuff. She got a hole in your stuff. Look at this. She got a hole in the back of her shirt now. Everything scraped up. Everything is scraped up. She got skint the back of her knees. Imagine the back of your knees is skint. Like, ah! Ah! So I say all of this to say, the first thing to understand about each and every one of the wheels that I'm going to talk about from now on, they are all hard indoor wheels. Small, hard indoor wheels. If you're going to be skating any style, you're going to be skating with small, hard indoor wheels. Most rhythm skating wheels are between 57 or most rhythm skating wheels are 57 by 30 millimeters. It's like the standard styles that people get, 57 by 30 millimeters. Outside, I'm looking for something like the 62. I might have actually sold on them numbers. Nope. Zero sellage. I did not sell. Now, what it comes down to is picking the right wheel for your style. I want to start off with the general wheel. Most rhythm skating wheels use a similar size wheel. They use a similar size wheel and they use a similar hardness of wheel. So I want to start off by talking about that wheel, and then I want to talk about the styles outside of that wheel. Most rhythm skating styles are going to use a small hard wheel, 57 by 30 millimeters, and we're looking at a hardness from around 99 to 101A. Styles that are likely to use this: snapping, New York, Cleveland, St. Louis. Let's put them all in together. Styles like that, they're going to use the small hard wheel. And my small hard wheel pick has and will always be the American Dream roller skating wheel. It will and will always be the American Dream. No. The American Dream. I should just be on Roller Skate Nation. They email me. Roller Skate Nation actually emails me. All American Dream Vanity skate wheels are the much loved and super popular wheel that is always so hard to find. We have them for you to answer your hopes and dreams in the roller skate wheel realm. This is one of the best wheels on the market for intermediate level indoor rhythm and shuffle skaters. Boom. Now, y'all probably knew that one. Now it's time to get serious. I want to talk about the Detroit style. The Detroit style is different than any other rhythm skating style because they skate with sliding wheels and they use toe stops to help with their maneuvers. Sliding wheels are a little bit different than regular wheels. First, sliding wheels are made out of a different material. The first level of sliding wheel is the Vanathane wheel. You notice how it says Vanathane. This says Vanathane because it is a clay hybrid wheel. And that's how we get to that 101A. Y'all can't see it. So the first level of slide is the Vanathane wheels. The next level of slide, clay wheels. Faux Mac. I was wondering why they were so cheap because they are slightly used. Clay wheels are discounted due to being a 4-pack and some stains. Okay, they are a 4-pack. The Fomac Premier Brown wheel is a very hard clay wheel with a super hard outer ring. This wheel was designed this way so that the wheel would not cone or wear on the inside, as can happen to roller skates. This proved to be a great innovation as long as you do not need a ton of grip, which is preferred for skating styles that include sliding on skates for moves as rhythm skaters do. And for this, for the clay wheel, this one's 103A. This wheel's hardness is 103A. We're officially outside of the specs of regular wheels. Second thing I want you to notice, we're still at the 57 by 30 millimeters. This is going to change as we go deeper into sliding wheels. So let's keep on going. The next level of sliding wheels is the wood wheels. I can barely believe that people would actually skate on these, but the original Sure Grip wooden roller skate wheel. These wheels are extra firm in 50 by 38 millimeters. If you want to shuffle and slide old school style, nothing beats the original wooden roller skate wheels. So when we get to talking about wood wheels and the next level of sliding, we're talking about it in percentages. Wood wheels are about 40% grip, 60% slide. They don't even calculate these with a number anymore. 103A plus on the wood wheel. Additionally, I'm messing this up. This is why I need a team like Kai Cenat. The wheel size is 50 millimeters by 38 millimeters. 50 millimeters by 38 millimeters, that's a little bit smaller than the wheel that we're using, than most rhythm skating wheels. 50 millimeters by 38 millimeters is smaller than the average rhythm skating wheel. And because it's smaller, there's more slide to the wheel. And this is going to become a trend as we continue. Do they even have them? They don't have fiberglass wheels. Skate Fanatics. Fiberglass wheels. These wheels have about 100% slide depending on the floor that you're on. So fiberglass wheels, they're available in the 32 millimeters or the 38 millimeters. And sometimes people will get their fiberglass wheels grinded down even farther so they can slide even more. This is one of the reasons why they don't like some skaters skating at Moonlight Rollerway. They say that they come in the small fiberglass wheels, and when they jump, their plates hit the ground. Let's see if we can get a better picture of these fiberglass wheels. Ooh, 20% off fiberglass wheels. And bada bang, bada boom. Those are our sliding wheels. We're going to need this for a little bit later. The next style I want to talk about is JB skating. JB skate setups vary. JB skate setups vary. It's very difficult to get a straight answer about what JB skaters have on their feet. Extremely difficult. Additionally, when you really look at a lot of JB skater skates, I could tell that people are using different mixes of wheels. Like, check them out. This is a different style of wheel. Here it looks like he's using a more traditional Vanithane set. He has to have something very, very slidey on his feet to be doing a lot of these moves. But let's come back to this dude. He looks like he has, you can't see his feet. He looked like he has some clay wheels, like some Fomex. When I spoke with Red, he said he began his JB skating journey with Fomex on. So wheels that have a lot of slide, clay wheels. Red also talked to me about how he's currently using the original rental wheels, which are also made out of clay. So JB's the type of style where you're going to need a little bit of slide, but you're also really going to need some grip. And if we come back to his setup here, ta-da, presto, hello, that's hilarious. Let's come back to his setup. How you living, man? He has different wheels on the inside of his outside boot. 96 Duro and up. Yes, sir. So a lot of these moves, if you're coming in fast, there, boom. That's when you want that grip on your inside edge. When you're coming off of the top, especially at high speeds, you're going to want that grip on your inside edge, or you're slipping. You're slipping. Gripping like a magnet is serious. So, boom. We talked about the general wheel pick. We talked about JB. We talked about Detroit. So the thing about Detroit and Cali, they're both side. The thing about Detroit and Cali, they are two roller skating styles that prefer to slide. So the same thing that I said for Detroit wheels is the same for Cali wheels. That's why I went to the Skate Fanatics website in order to talk about the fiberglass. And if we come to the site, he has all of the slide wheels. He got the Vanithane. He got a couple types of Vanithanes. The fiberglass. He got the woods on here. Because these are the clay. These are the things that are going to be popular there. And here's another shot of the original clay Foamex. You see a lot of JB skaters in these. So, boom. I got one more roller skating style to talk about. One more style of wheel. So the last style that I want to talk about is the Atlanta roller skating style. The Atlanta roller skating style is going through a transformation right now. Atlanta is a show town. Atlanta is a show town. Let's keep it real. Atlanta is a show town. And as a show town, the Atlanta style is very malleable. It transforms into what's the most popular thing right now, and people will pick up different styles and they'll pick up different types of skating because they're popular around the world. A lot of roller skaters are skating traditional rhythm skating setups these days. And if you look at a lot of the Atlanta skaters, they're skating in the Rydell 3300s. However, if you actually go and you talk to an Atlanta skater that just skated the rink, they go down the Cascade, trains and trios is doing bubbles while you hold your homeboy's shoulders. We're using jam skating wheels. A little bit softer, a lot wider. Something like the backspins, 92A to 97A, because you're skating very fast, you're going to need to do some turns. Weight per backspin quad speed wheel is only 114 grams. Backspin Remix wheels are the lightest aluminum hub wheel on the market. A new bonding compound has been added by Backspin to secure the hardport urethane to the aircraft aluminum hub. So for this one, 92A might sound pretty soft for the roller skating rink, but softer wheels, in addition to being more comfortable outside, they make it easy to corner faster. And that's very important in a style like the Atlanta roller skating style, where people are skating super duper fast, you're taking fast turns, and sometimes you got to make a quick decision. The last thing you want to do is slide out. And that, Boss Tweezy, is my breakdown on skates. What? Not my breakdown on skates. That, Boss Tweezy, is my breakdown. That, Boss Tweezy, I'm going to say it without the eyes. And that, Boss Tweezy, is my breakdown on roller skating wheels. The basics of hardness and softness, where I would use each wheel, as well as the different roller skating wheels I would use to skate different styles. I do not go to a rink. I do not have a rink. I do not have a rink. I do not have a rink home. I do not skate with anybody. No, I do have a rink home. I skated in Anacostia Roller Skating Pavilion. My rink is closed until it gets warm outside. Woo! Look at this dude. This is me right here. My rink has a ton of kids. My rink is a cheap field trip spot for schools in the area. Do you know how many children that I've taught that I see at this rink? If I go here, somebody's going to come up to me and call me mister. I be feeling bad. Like, now I got to go home. I don't even want to mess up their day like this. Like, I am supposed in Anacostia Roller Skating Pavilion. I don't even want to say this out loud. I don't want to say this next line out loud. 35 to 40. What you mean by 35 to 40? Here we go. The friends of Anacostia, I know everybody that work here. All my friends, all the friends I have in the world, not all of them, but most of my DC friends, they are all there. They all hang out there. I'll be right back. I'm about to fill up my drink. $35 to $40 students at the rink. I wish. Hundreds. School trips. There's camps. It's like that park we used to go to when we were kids. There's a basketball court, like right there, a bathroom, everything you need. What's up, bro? How you living? Thanks for all the support. I went back and I watched the Macho Boss videos. I was up on the Macho Boss days. I was up. I'm like, what was I on that day? Oh, yeah. Jeez, they asking for the card up front. Anyway, let's get to the next part. I have been thinking about my YOLO year. 5 minutes on the YOLO year, and then we getting into the snap footage. I have been thinking about the YOLO year. Hey, bruh. You talking to the king of stopping for a while and losing his strength. The YOLO, you know, I got scared for the first time. I have never been scared. I have never been scared to make a big decision. I have never been scared to jump off the porch. But what did scare me, I remember I was standing in the shower thinking about that time I moved to China. Thinking about that time I quit my job in China and I moved back to the US to be in Step Africa. I didn't really have a place to stay. I had a place for like 2 months. And then I ended up living on my friend's couch for like that year. It never occurred to me that I would need to make 3 times my rent, 3 times the rent a month to even get approved for the spot. Like, I really stopped for a second and I thought to myself, how are you going to come back from across the world and you got to survive enough months in order to get a job, in order to actually get a spot? Because I real life got a spot right now. Like, I have an apartment. I have an apartment, in this whole time I'm thinking about how regular my apartment is. Or like, you know, I don't think I live a fancy life. I don't think I'm the fanciest dude. But I started doing research. In my free time, I watch videos about how to live in a car. I watch videos about why winter sucks in cars. I watch videos about things that you need for a car life. And it wasn't real to me until I saw stuff like this. Tired of it. I'm tired. Black women living in cars, keeping it real. I'm tired. I was like, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Because you get guys like this, they look like they living on top of the world. Watching people go to Planet Fitness. Watching people go to Planet Fitness to shower. You know what I really thought about? What if I got to poop in the middle of the night? Like, I was bored one day and I got up and I walked over from my bed and I started streaming. Boy, you ain't gonna be no streaming if you live in a car. And then what really got me Yeah, I came in at an awkward time. Yes, you did. I thought about the reality. If I go to Thailand in 6 months, I live there for a year, and I come back as a 35-year-old man, I might be living in that Econo Lodge on Glenwood. Have you ever imagined yourself at 30 plus living in an Econo Lodge? With a plaque? This gonna be me inside that Econo Lodge with my silver play button. I haven't felt anxious about my living situation a second since I started imagining real life doing the YOLO year. Not I came in at an awkward time. The motels got 500 rent. Yes, bro. And the thing about living in a hotel, you got to eat every day. They don't really got a fridge. You can't cook, so you probably gonna lose a lot on the rent on the cooking. But honestly, though, if I move back to Glenwood and I live in that Econo Lodge, let's do the calculations. That's still $1,500. $1,500 a month to live in a hotel. Microwave, you got a microwave. You can probably get like a desk thing. I saw this one dude. He was cooking outside. He was just homeless. Watched the video about a dude sleeping on a bridge. That's when it hit me. You got to make it, bro. You got to make it. You can't take this year off, come back in the same place you was when you left, and then move into a hotel at 35. Bro, that's 2 years from now. I can't even imagine myself. Like, I just keep seeing it. I keep on seeing it, bro. I'll be a 35-year-old man living in a hotel. Or something about to shake. Or something gonna have to shake. But then something else hit me. If you don't go, you could be a 35-year-old man living check to check that ain't never tried nothing. At least if you come back and live in that hotel, hobo shoestring, slept in the woods by the year round. Yeah, bruh. Slept in the woods by the rail yard. That's about to be, hey, I ain't gonna say it's about to be me, but let's look at some snapping. I started writing down how much money I would need to make and how much I want stuff to shake. And I also thought about it. If I build up my freelance network and I'm really working on getting more skills, so there's this party here. These dudes have been throwing parties at Kraken. Only a shower? Why you say that? Oh, because if it's only a shower, that's dead some jail stuff for real. If you really in the joint and all it got is a shower, you low key in jail. It's like it's that far from jail. I just have one suspicion. I think this is all of the people that came to the party, and they all look like influencers. And it's on the same day as there's a snapping competition. I didn't send it, or maybe it's here. There's also a Snap City King and Queen. And they said that I could record from off the floor. So being able to record from off the floor, so that's like a cool little, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That could be a nice little video. That could be a nice little video. But this is inside of DC. Yeah, working 12-hour days, bro. Where was you working? Said, I guess I'll go. Man, talking to himself. Why he do him like this, bro? $99 a week, man. It must have been in the past. Is it that bad, bro? Man, I can make it. What I did also say is, if you do decide not to do it, don't complain about your life. Ever. I don't care what happens. I don't care how little of a name I make for myself. I will never complain. I can never complain if I never make a name for myself. I can never complain. Because you had a chance to jump off the porch and you stayed. I don't care how they treat you at that job. I don't care how many times you get passed over. Never complain. Yeah, the dark paneling, that was probably the nail. I liked and I got the idea to come to this page because PJ goes around the session and he gets actual snappers in their natural habitat. The first place, wait. Yeah, the first place I got to start. And the reason I had to put the Prodigy shirt on. I didn't put the Link Up shirt on. I have a Link Up shirt in my closet. I don't need a Link Up shirt for this one. This is about snappers. I need the DJ Prodigy shirt. 3 months. Man, real life on, bro. If it looks like I'm coming back to the US, I can start applying for jobs. And for the whole time, I was thinking about like doing something like a coding boot camp. If I did a coding boot camp or like some other type of stuff, and continue to build the stuff inside of my certs. So we got to start off with the DJ Prodigy footage. Let's look at DJ Prodigy. I want to see him because we looked at a lot of this stuff. I want to see a reel that I found of him. Yeah, Georgia's a right to work state. These ladies be snapping like somebody auntie. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I cannot get over it. It's one thing to see a dude snapping like Unk. The thing is the YNs don't snap like Unks. They got the whole different style.
Look at this.
Hey, get that side work.
The brother finally decides to stand up like a man.
It's Prodigy at the front. Look at the footwork. I really like this dude and I like this clip because they're showing like the really intricate half turns. Like that is really hard to do. Like him.
Linwood's very own.
Why this dude got a ski mask on? He representing for Southeast. Oh, there she go. That has to be like my favorite snapping reel ever. Like watching that Skate Life snapping reel and then watching the other snapping reels that I watch. Man, I'm gonna have to activate the Sharingan. Because if I'd come through these dudes, them gigs, they do need 40 to 80 hands. Thanks for the tip. I'm gonna check that out ASAP. I'll be in that joint 30 minutes early. Watching all these videos about day trading. The wild part about the day trading videos, the dudes be talking about losing $500 on their first trade. I said, maybe this ain't for you. Maybe this is not a do this to survive plan. A lot of the younger dudes inside of the DMV wear American Dreams. He could have had the black ones. The All American Pluses. Yeah. They'd have to be the American Dreams because they standard size. These Fomax is a little bit smaller. Vanithane. Yeah, these Fomax, the Zens, they a little bit smaller. And when you had the Dreams for a while, the white stuff come off. The white letters come off. Let's check another one. I found some really, really good videos from Skate Visuals and some Stacy's. When did you get the Stacy's? So I was watching Homie, one of the dudes that I learned a lot about sliding from. He said he jumped straight to fiberglass, or he would suggest it because it's cheaper. But if you don't feel advanced and you feel like you just took a break, oh yeah. So when's your anniversary? It got to be coming up. I think you might be right. The Vanna things, them joints is a little slick.
Let's go.
Is this Swizzy? Dudes in the DMV wild for these ski masks.
DJ Money Mike. The rebels rapping with DJ Money Mike.
It is Swizzy.
Mike, tee up, man.
Look how light the hand jives are. You be seeing some people tearing their anchor arm up. Oh, wow. Yeah, cut them down with a wheel machine. I think that could be a real good one. Like when they touch the dude arm, his arm, their whole arm go down. Yeah. Okay. And losing strength is real. I done got old enough to lose my strength. Look at, like, he touching his arm. Like, I gotta see it. There used to be a meme about this. How did you get them for $30? Why is there so many people with belts here? This is not what I was looking for. Huh. Oh, wow. Hey, man, 20 seconds is a long time. But if you were walking around like a boss, coming down to 20 seconds could hurt. How far is Texas from Louisiana? I don't. Turning around and walking backwards, it's probably hitting you all in the hams and in the lower back right now. I got this video I was supposed to have put out. I told some people I was going to put it out, but it's edited. I'm going to put it out on my Instagram in a couple of days. I don't be posting on Instagram because they don't pay me. Hey, man, as long as you got the will in your heart to not give up, as long as you got the will in your heart to not give up, and the thought inside of your body that you're going to keep going and striving for the next day, that's what really count. And that's not just like, no, oh, bro, I'm on social media saying that. Like, I really been to the place where I just did not have it no more, and I could really feel the difference. Like, oh, bro, I don't need to work out. And, oh, man, I don't got to grind like that. And it really is so hard trying to get that back. You know, we cannot understand that. A T-tool? I mean, if you send the... Could you send them the wheels and then get the wheels back? Oh, man. So, yeah, bro, I've been thinking about having kids. It was a meme. I saw this meme. They said, don't touch a woman for a year or play video games. And I was going to say, I wasn't going to touch women to be better at video games. And then it hit me. I fell the other day. I play video games all the time, and my results aren't different. I go 0-2 5 times a week. 5 times, no exaggeration. I compete in 5 tournaments a week. 3 to 5 tournaments every week. It's not the women. It's not the women. It made me feel so accountable. I said, stop trying to blame women for you not being able to play video games. You could have women, you can't play. Without women, you cannot play. What are you preventing yourself from doing? You might as well have children. Like I was so ashamed of my Super Smash Brother Melee results. I said, just have a kid, bro. Leave it to the youngest. You got to get out the game, man. Like it's... Man. So trash at video games, I had to start a family. It's over. I really like this video because this is down in Anacostia. This is how it really be. I got time for both. Ooh. Boom.
Yo, it's your boy, Rebel Producer. DJ Money Mike. You know the Rebels rapping with DJ Money Mike every Friday night. Mike, tee up, man.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that light tap. He said, oopsies. He wearing a hoodie in the summer. If you out in DC and you see the youngins wearing the winter clothes in the summer, you know they about to get right. Yep, that's the DMV special. And that move go all the way back to the 80s. If you look at the videos from the 80s, they was hitting that. Oh. I want to pay special attention to the way that he picks up speed skating backwards. Oh. Yo. Damn. Now he about to pick it up. The X pulls. Tomahawk one way, X pull, tomahawk the other way. That was clean. Yank, yank.
Yo, it's your boy, Rebel Producer.
Maybe turtle speed. Hey, turtle speed. Being able to hit that at turtle speed count. Because that guy is fast. That guy is fast. He's faster than me. He is faster than me. Oh, shuffling, speed skating. Speed skating different. The difference between speed skating and then hitting turns and snapping, same speed, but you got to do a couple flip moves in the middle. You probably faster, just straight up faster. So this is the ultimate. This is probably one of the most famous snappers in the world. Can't have it all. Flip it from forward to backwards. I don't know. Inside of my head, I'm thinking flip moves because flip moves are difficult for me to do. Like I can't do backflips. Like I skate better forward than backwards. 61. Damn. I'm just imagining the amount of activity like 20, 30 years from now. Because I messed my hips up, not messed them. I think I slipped a disc in my back. Do y'all remember a couple weeks ago when I told y'all that I was having trouble standing up and walking? I think I slipped a disc in my back. I had all the symptoms. It took weeks to heal. And I'm gonna come back to that comment in a second. Just during that time, I started to imagine like they're probably elderly people who have this amount of pain trying to live their life every day. Stop complaining. Enjoy this. And then to still have it, to still have anything. I got a herniated disc. Like I was having trouble sitting up. Like I couldn't sit up in the morning when I got out of bed. I had to lay on my side and push myself up from the side. It just got to the point where I could get back to doing straight leg sit-ups. I woke up and I was hurting. I went to the gym. And I had a crazy set because I was watching so much David Goggins. And he said, and I quote, "You're not hurt. You just have sore muscles. Get out of your head." And I'm in the gym deadlifting 200 pounds. It's not an injury. You just got sore muscles. I was out of commission for weeks. It was worse the next day. Bro. It was definitely worse. Bruh, my back hurt so much. And this is when I really realized how crazy my life was. I was in so much pain, I could barely walk to the metro. I would have called out of work, but I knew I could not afford to call out of work. It was sore muscles. So I popped a couple ibuprofen and I made it. And I said, all right, bro. Another memory, repressed. Definitely sore muscles. Oh, he snapping with Prodigy too? This is epic. But also, I don't want to hate on Bishop. I'm not doing this to hate on Bishop. Let's look at where Prodigy's wrist is throughout this snap. The grip. Maybe he was dodging the little girl with him because he almost kicked that little girl in the face. Look at this grip on Prodigy's wrist. Got the Arthur fist on Prodigy wrist. Still, this is the OG of the OGs right now. He's the super OG. He real life a pastor. And this is clean. Cause he got the old school snap with a little bit of that new school flavor. Like the kicks and stuff. Like the kicks, that's old school. The kicks, the rocks. A lot of snappers these days, it's more upright. It's more upright. It's focused on the speed. It's focused on the tricks. Now, it's time for my next favorite snapper. My favorite snapper that might never get his due. This guy might never really get his due as a snapper. Skate Squid. Y'all can't see him. Some people are going to say, like, why is Skate Squid your favorite snapper? He will never get his due for two reasons. Two reasons. It's difficult to say that he's one of the best snappers in the DMV for two reasons. One is the rollerblades. It's difficult to be like, hey, yo, this rollerblader right here is one of the strongest snappers. So I actually have a video about this. Before we move on, because Haley says, I'm an old white boy. Do you remember that scene from Rocky? I think it's like Rocky 3, where Rocky has a training montage and suddenly he's faster than Carl Weathers? What type of training montage is going to help somebody increase his speed that much? Like, what was y'all doing? Now you burning this dude? Given the racial stereotypes, I think that was probably the craziest part. Especially in the 80s. They were like, hey, yo, Rock was putting in work. He was just in focus. He was focusing. Like, now you faster than your black friends in a foot race? So I didn't have to go there. But Skate Squid is one of the strongest snappers. He's one of the strongest snappers I have ever seen. He has all of the tricks. He's extremely athletic, and he does it all on a pair of rollerblades.
We don't have inlines, and everybody knows I ride inlines, but finally back. We have been missing it, so I know everybody's excited to get back and skate here. But yeah, I'm going to come back Friday.
He said focus, bro. Manifestation can make you can do that for you. Manifestation.
And do the rest of the review and actually.
I think the cool part about Squid is he's about his money too. No, he's not.
See you guys in a minute.
Tone the producer.
No, he is not. He might have just used the YouTube library. I'm not going to risk it. Talk about no, he's not about his money. See that subtle point to where he was going? Out there in a wife beater. DMV all skate.
Yo, it's your boy Rebel Producer. DJ Money Mike. You know the Rebels rapping with DJ Money Mike every Friday night. Mike, tee up, man.
This is definitely Unk right here. He doing that Unk snapping. Yes, sir. They pushing him outside of his comfort speed, but he's still keeping up.
DJ Money Mike. You know the Rebels rapping with DJ Money Mike every Friday night. Mike, tee up, man.
Oh. This is after they took the mirrors out. I was sick. Haley, you stop it. You stop it. None. They weren't there. I can't even see them on the side. Oh, there we got one.
DJ Money Mike. You know the Rebels rapping with DJ Money Mike every Friday night. Mike, tee up, man.
Whoa, my God. Okay. She's the one from the thumbnail too. There bro go. He be at everything. Hey man, it was chill hanging with you too. Funny thing is, I got work in the morning. I should have got off stream like 10 minutes ago. I'm about to dip too. I got 2 jobs in the morning. I'm working 2 jobs. See? Oh, that backwards, that forward, oh. Back, hang, oh, thread the needle. It must have been all man skate or something, all dudes. Gotta get the prodigy part. Oh. This is a nice angle. I like that. That was smooth. Rayante. Bro fighting for his life.
Yo, it's your boy, rapper producer. DJ Money Mike. You know the rebels rapping with DJ Money Mike every Friday night.
Okay, that's some clean footwork. The slow snapping. That's how you gotta do it. You gotta start off there. Dang. We're gonna end up like that.
Yo, it's your boy, rapper producer. DJ Money Mike. You know the rebels rapping with DJ Money Mike
A
every
carport
Friday night.
practice.
Mike, tee up, man.
Oh, bro, on the Stacy's. The cool part about snapping that people don't always mention is it's really collaborative. Bro, got dude in 4K. Ain't no way he made that the banger. Squid is a clown for that. Because if you snap with people, you can use their bodies to support you. That's the arms for. They call it an anchor. Tag your anchor. Y'all you can't see this. You know, it's okay to wreck. It's not okay to get hurt. That's real. I treat every single Instagram video like it's a skateboard park. No falls. I gotta roll away, looking clean every time. This is one of the younger generation, the young generation coming and skating at Anacostia. Like they come up from Virginia, and there's a couple of them really coming up in Virginia. They coming up hard. Black Friday's a scam. I mean, some people not scamming. I bought some stuff on Black Friday. I meant to buy a course. I thought about it, ended up not getting it. Now I'm like waiting for the next sale. Yeah, well, Boss Tweezy, I got to get out of here. 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 It's the middle of the week. Actually, I got one more joke. It's a joke, but it's not a joke. It is a joke, but it is not a joke.
No.
This one is a joke, but it is not a joke.
Comments also on that same video fucking trying to pocket watch RDC. They talking about, well, I think Mark is the only one who doesn't work another job in RDC. Y'all, all right, so y'all think 10 years.
10 years of videos.
And y'all think I'm just like, oh.
Y'all think I'm just like, oh, first.
Y'all niggas, hell no. I'm getting this money. All y'all niggas. Hey, Leland, you work at Arby's. Dylan, you work at Fastenal. Desmond, you work at a phone company. Ben, you go work at Best Buy because you look like a Best Buy worker. None of us have worked since we started RDC. It's either believe all in it or nothing, nigga. Like
and be
all
for real,
in
bro.
or nothing.
We got, bro. Y'all, we everywhere. Bro. We stream 5 hours a night too,
and we make videos.
Stream 5 hours a night too.
All the time. So you
all
telling
day,
me
all day.
You think Leland just got off a 12-hour Arby's shift?
I gotta go to work after we get out of stream.
That nigga work overnight stocking the meat or something.
I got to go work overnight. This is not a game, bro.
Wrap the stream up. I gotta open in the morning.
Wrap the stream. I gotta work in the morning. I just got off of a 12-hour shift. You're always there forever, bro. You too. Have a nice night. Thank you for coming in and showing love today. I really appreciate it. Thanks everybody that came in and showed love. I just like to get the straight. I'm not complaining. I'm just making sure that I get to sleep on time in the middle of the week so I can keep my strength up during the day. So when I wake up, I can keep working every single day. And as opposed to like, I'll get too tired. And then in the middle of the week, I start crashing and my efficiency drops because I started getting to bed too late. Anyway, see y'all. Until next time. I think I got a couple more. Honestly, I've really been on snapping for a couple weeks now. I'm going to move on and I want to show people some other skaters I like.